All right, let's move on. We're moving on. The Fed yesterday, they came out, the FOMC came out with their rate decision. We got the publication of the FOMC members' economic projections. We had a press conference with Ben Bernanke. A lot of material came out of the Fed yesterday, but what did it all mean? Jon Hilsenrath is here to tell us. John, we had a night to think about it, a night to digest it, mull it over. Give us the takeaway. What is really going on inside the collective minds of the Fed?
You know, what my takeaway is growing tension inside the Fed, because you have this incoherence. You have Ben Bernanke and the core of the Fed saying that they're sticking to their low interest rate strategy, but forecasts coming out showing that other people at the table with Bernanke are saying, hey, wait, we might have to raise rates a little bit sooner than we planned. We might have to be a little bit more aggressive than we had planned in 2014. So, you know, what I see is some pull towards a more hawkish stance, which Bernanke is resisting right now.
And how soon can we see a change in policy, you think?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How quickly can we see a change in policy?
Well, I don't think we're going to see a change in policy, because you've got the chairman and his closest allies kind of staying very hard to their line that they're going to keep rates low until late 2014. I think the only thing that would cause a change in policy right now is some surprise in the economic outlook, in either growth or inflation. So in that respect, they're watching, but he's being pulled in another direction by not only hawks at the Fed, but it looks increasingly like some of the moderates.
Yeah, so that's interesting, John. It seems like you're saying what we're seeing at the Fed is kind of what we're seeing in the economy at large, right? I mean, on the street, people are arguing whether the economy is weak or strong. In households across the country, people are arguing, is the economy weak or strong? That debate you're seeing reflected at the Fed now.
Absolutely. You know, I think there's a lot of mixed messages being sent about the economy right now. You know, we had a few months of pretty good jobs data. Now just today we had claims data that looked on the weak side. They're trying to figure it all out. But at the same time, there's this debate going on in the same way there is in the country about inflation. Is inflation picking up? Some people at the Fed at least are saying it's not falling as much as we had thought it has. So what are we going to do about that?
Well, what are their options at this point? I mean, they already said that they're going to keep rates low till 2014. What else do they have in their arsenal?
Well, you know, the Fed chairman made very clear yesterday that if the economy slows down, they will look at doing other steps, including possibly another round of QE, quantitative easing. You know, if they're not seeing the progress that he wants to see, you know, we could be looking at a very divisive debate later this year about whether they should be doing more bond buying.
All right. Now, John, I understand you're a prominent journalist. Really give us that bird's eye view that we all know and love. But I also understand that today you have a couple of experts on the economy.
I have
people who are a little closer to the ground, can really tell us what's going on a practical basis, right?
Very close to the ground. These are the guys I come to find out what's happening in the real world.
That's
This is my son
the future
Lucas.
of the economy there.
This is
And
Lucas
my daughter
and
Hope. They're here for Take Your Kids to Work Day.
Okay.
Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. All right, Lucas and Hope, this is the question. This is a very important question. Do you think Ben Bernanke is printing too much money and he's going to drive up the price of candy? Are you worried
You think
about
there's
that?
too much money around there? You think the prices of candy are too high?
On Halloween, no, but on other days, yes.
Well, because it's free on Halloween, right?
That is free candy on Halloween. It should be like that every day. What do you think? Free candy every day?
Well, maybe not free, but maybe a little bit less
Than what we're paying now?
now.
Do you worry that perhaps the price of gumballs they'll go out of your reach in years to come? When you get to high school, you won't be able to afford a gumball.
It'll be gumballs for the 1%.
Does anyone even eat
my
gumballs
kids
anymore?
My kids are more politicians than central bankers. They know how to lobby their parents to get all the candy they want, right, guys?
Yep.
So, okay. Thank you for your time. We got to run there. I had one more question. I was really going to hardball those kids. I really was. I was going to lay the wood down, but. All right, John and your children, Hope and Lucas, thanks for coming on today. Talk to you soon.